Live from Charleston, South Carolina, it's Steve's Music Collection. Greetings y'all, here I am, Charleston, like I mentioned, South Carolina. Been here for like about a month and a half working. Got a couple more weeks to go and then we're headed home. As you do when I go to these places, I stopped at a Goodwill in the area. Actually visited like maybe 2 or 3 of them down in this area. Only found stuff in one, and it was funny because it was like the first or second day I was here. I went to this Goodwill, found some really good stuff there. Surprised to find these there, because a lot of times when I go to Goodwills, I don't find those kind of more obscure things or things that I really am looking for. I usually find stuff that I'm kind of like, all right, it's only $1, I'll take that. So these were 3 that I really I think I had on my list I was looking for, and I was surprised to find them there. They were all like just $1 each, so it was a great deal. So let's take a look at what I got. 1979, we get Joe Jackson's debut, Look Sharp. And like I said, I was surprised to find this one there because I had been looking for it. You know, this is like new wave kind of pop rock album. He actually released 2 in 1979. You know, back in those like 70s, I guess, is when that started kind of fading away. But like up before that, and you'd find bands like releasing like 2 records in 1 year. It's crazy to think of that now, but it happened, people. So really good record. I like this one a lot. Like I mentioned, it's kind of like a new wave sort of classic. The folds out, kind of the same image from the back there. The big hit off of this was Is She Really Going Out With Him, which is funny because this is the 79. That's when it's released as a single. It does pretty well on the Billboard charts. But for some reason, I always thought that song came out in like the 80s, like 82 or something like that. But, you know, it's 79 it is. Some of the other tracks on here I dig are One More Time, Sunday Papers, Happy Loving Couples, Fools in Love, Pretty Girls, and the album ends with Got the Time, which when I heard that on here, I realized, I instantly recognized it as that song that Anthrax did in like 90 or 91. And I was shocked to be like, oh man, like that's a Joe Jackson song. I never knew that. I always thought that was an original that Anthrax did. I had no idea that that was a Joe Jackson song. Just kind of blew my mind. But yeah, good pickup. 1987, we get Gene Loves Jezebel and the House of Dolls. Again, another one, you know, I kind of was on the lookout for, and surprised to find it there. Like, these aren't, you know, CDs that I usually find in Goodwills. Like I mentioned, I always find like sort of a lot of generic stuff or stuff that I'm just like, whatever, $1. I just repeated everything I just said in the beginning, didn't I? But anyways, surprised to find this one there. Good record, kind of new wave, alternative, goth kind of sound to them. I remember, you know, first hearing them, I think on like U68, I saw a video, or maybe it was on the radio, but probably like 85 or whatever. But this has The Motion of Love, and I totally remember that song being on the radio, probably video as well. And that's the big tune off of here. But it's a really good record, you know. I like these guys a lot. I mean, like I mentioned, it's sort of new wave, alternative, goth kind of sound, but I feel like they kind of have sort of like their own sound. I hope a alligator doesn't come up and bite me. I guess that'll take the views of this video to a whole new level, right? But anyways, Motion of Love, always loved that song. When I saw this there and saw this was the album with that on it, I just instantly was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab that. And it's got a lot of other good tunes on here, including 20 Killer Hertz, Treasure, and the opening track, Gorgeous, is really good too. I wonder if that one was released as a single. I think 20 Killer Hertz was, but I'm not sure if Gorgeous was. It sounds like it could have or should have been, but yeah, cool pickup. Booklet I don't think has much, you know, just a couple pictures. That's the 80s, the early days of CDs for you. They didn't really chock these booklets full with too much stuff. From 1991, we get the best of the Waterboys, 81 to 1990. Waterboys, kind of alternative. I think they're a Scottish band, I'm pretty sure. You know, alternative, maybe a little bit of kind of folkish kind of sounds to them, but you know, right down the alley of like alternative rock, I think. I remember hearing the tune "The Hole of the Moon." That's what, you know, piqued my interest with this one. That's the tune that I knew. And I remember hearing that. I think I saw the video on U68. I remember hearing that, seeing it in like 85. And apparently they reissued that song as a single in like 91 with this record to try to like boost album sales for this band. I guess the record label had a lot of faith in this band, but the sales just weren't really happening, and they just thought maybe this would be a good way to kind of make something happen for this band. I mean, they've had a pretty long career. I know they put out a lot of records, a lot of different members coming and going. Mike Scott is the sort of the leader, the consistent one in the band, sort of the guy running the ship. And what I didn't realize was that Carl Wallinger was in this band at one time, and he went on to form World Party, which I really like. And you know, they were pretty successful in, I guess, late 80s, early 90s, or something like around that time. So I don't know when he left the Waterboys. It must have been in like 86 or 87 to form World Party, but was surprised to see his name in the liner notes and realize that he was in this band as well, because I wasn't aware of that. Besides The Hole of the Moon, some of the other tracks I dig on here are A Man Is in Love, A Girl Called Johnny, Fisherman's Blues, and A Bag on the Ear, whatever the heck that means. But again, cool pickup, shocked to see this there, something I was looking for, and happy that I grabbed it. So those are my pickups from South Carolina Goodwill. Let me know what tracks on these records you dig, how you like these albums, these bands, and we'll see you another time. Thanks. I'm gonna go jump in and see if I get eaten by an alligator.